Who lives in a... No, that's not... Can't do that. That's
No,
copyright.
no, can't do that.
She's messaging. Hold on. Pause
It,
recording.
it's
Pause
Jenny's
recording. All right. Unfortunately, we won't have a guest host this time. But welcome back to the OMP podcast. I'm your host of the most.
Sure, I got a meme to send her.
Ooh.
You keep doing you.
All right. Welcome back to the OMP podcast. I'm your host of the most, Finding Nemo, aka Nemo Host. I'm just gonna steal that from Snoop Dogg. Yeah, he can come after me. Until he trademarks it, it's mine.
Sue you for copyright. I don't have a good name for it.
But I'm here with my, as always, very lovely, very apparently kind of angry co-host, Tommy.
I'm not angry.
We won't get into it, but apparently he has gears to grind with certain people.
And if they come on the pod, those gears will get grinded.
You know? I kind of
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe could go peacefully.
Yeah, it could go well. You know, we don't know. Yeah. But we wanted to make a second one. We went over the top with the first one, and we had to make a second one. So this is, I guess. You know what? I'm not gonna make this a part 2. I'm gonna try out that. I'm gonna try out that. What's it called? Scheduled release. I'm gonna try the scheduled release. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get it to come out next Friday so that we can, record and then, kind of. We'll be extremely delayed, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Just make it a part 2.
Covering the.
Gives us a reason to record next week.
I mean, we'll still record, but it just will be about news that. Oh, I'm on the. Oh, okay. I thought I was on a phone call. It was just a screenshot. I'm dumb. Anyway, no, we'll record next Thursday. But I'll have it on scheduled release so that we can always have something coming out. It'll just be really after the fact news, which I guess. I mean, if we stray away from the news concept and just do conversations about the stuff, then it's not news. We could just go back to bullshit, but with a theme.
Bullshit, but with a theme.
Themed shit.
Themed shit.
Yeah, we could do that.
Speaking of themed shit, was your shit today pretty solid?
Yeah. I had 2 shits today. You normally,
that's pretty good.
Normally, I have one a week. So.
Oh well, that's not good.
No.
I had one today, and it was pretty solid. Pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm gonna pause.
I was watching a podcast.
Hold on. Keep that thought.
Hold on.
And we're back.
Doing cat.
Oh.
Doing cats.
Kit Kats. Doing Kit Kats.
Kit Kats.
Yeah, snapped into
We weren't
one.
talking shit about nobody.
No. We weren't talking shit.
Nah. Yeah, give me more of a warning.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
3. I was waiting for the countdown, and then it was just like, okay, we're back out. Oh, shit.
Oh man.
You almost learned how Tommy was feeling a little feisty.
Oh man, you know.
Secrets in the Kit Kats.
Yeah, it's in the Kit Kats and the Tic Tacs and the Knick Knack Paddywhacks and anyway.
Yeah, the Kit Kats. Yeah.
It's fine.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs,
especially if you have kids.
It's kind of weird, but it's fine. We won't get into it. So yeah, I was thinking. I mean, we'll get into the news a little bit later. But I was thinking, what if we swapped over from a news pod to, just talking about the stuff, not really covering it, but talking about it, hey,
bullshitting about it.
Yeah, bullshitting, getting somewhere somehow, but not really too focused. And when are we gonna do another D&D pod? Because I'm waiting for release. I want to make sure that it has follow up. You know, like
What notification?
you did the one, and we recorded it, and it hasn't been released yet because I'm waiting for like more. You know, I want to give
Yeah.
people more because it's been like months since that one. You know, when are you gonna sit down and let me,
Oh,
drag you
fuck.
through a story again?
I don't know. Not tonight.
I know not tonight. We got so much to cover, but
Yeah.
we gotta do that.
Eventually, we got to do that.
Yeah,
Aquamarine, she's kind of stranded right now.
he's not stranded. He's in the hotel with the
Oh
the
yeah,
king
forgot
lion.
about. Yeah, who made him sleep in a closet?
Yeah, about like a janitor's closet
Yeah,
with the cat, that Aquamarine wants to keep,
yeah.
and the
I will kill that
large
lion to keep this cat.
pile of hog meat. was
Just flopping around. It's definitely not good by now, but
Probably not. It's either that or it's dry aged. Maybe.
dry aged pork chops. That sounds
Yummy.
very unpleasant. Pork chops are
Oh,
gross regardless. Ugh.
I haven't had one cooked in a good way yet, but
There's no way to cook a pork chop well.
yeah. But anyway, um, let's get into the news, shall we? Uh, so 2K24's My Rise career has a storyline where Roman Reigns surrenders his title by having you pin Cody Rhodes in a triple threat. As your character, and
Nice.
then Roman goes off to Hollywood. Eventually comes back to remind you that you're only in that position because of him. So,
Nice, nice.
spoiler for the story mode, though. Oh, I kind of forgot about that.
No one's played the game yet, Benny. It's not even out yet.
Yeah,
How
it
do you
is.
know? I
It's
thought it
out.
came out tomorrow.
Oh, this is like the release for streamers and stuff. Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah. Tomorrow's the release, but it's fine. And nobody watches these anyway. Let's see. Hot take. Hot take. Pot shot. Uh, Gunther is the greatest intercontinental champion we've had.
Hmm.
What do you think?
Hot take. He's
Who?
just the longest reigning. I wouldn't say he's necessarily the greatest.
I mean, his faction is really cool. I do enjoy it.
Yes. But what has he done for the IC title?
Uh, Chopped Dom in the chest repeatedly.
That's not a good thing.
It's not.
No.
I don't
No.
know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I think. Oh, let me get a list going. Since its inception in 1979, the Intercontinental Championship has been held by WWE greatest superstars. We got Pat Patterson. We got The Rock, Ultimate Warrior, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Hitman Hart, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H.
I think Shawn Michaels is better than Gunther as IC title
What did he do?
holder. He made a fucking ladder match. He invented the ladder match for the IC title.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That's pretty big. Like, I'm not just saying that as a Shawn Michaels fanboy. The ladder match was a Shawn Michaels thing.
yeah.
Yeah. He invented that.
Let's see. 2020 to present. Let's see. We had. Oh, okay. Ricochet's held that title before. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So did
Yeah,
Sami
I mean,
Zayn for 13 days before it
yeah.
was taken off of him by Ricochet. Before that, it was Shinsuke, Apollo Crews, Big E, Sammy again for 89 days, Jeff
Mhm.
Hardy, AJ Styles, Sammy again for 65 days, Braun Strowman for 36 days, Shinsuke before that, and He had it for 201 days. Wow.
Nice.
Gunther's held it for 636 days. Let's see. Let's see. Before that, 2019, 2010, we got Shinsuke uh, as well. Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley, Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley, Dean Ambrose, Seth freaking Rollins for 119. Dolph Ziggler, Seth freaking Rollins for 71. The Miz. Roman Reigns held it for a little bit. The Miz held it again for 169 days. Dean Ambrose, The Miz again. The Miz, Zack Ryder, for 1 day. Yep. Zack Ryder for
For
one day.
1 day.
Yeah. That was cool.
It was something.
Let's see. Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens, Ryback held it for 111 days. Daniel Bryan, Bad News Barrett. Yeah. Dolph Ziggler, Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz for less than a day.
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler, The Miz.
They're giving Sammy the Dolph Ziggler treatment, and I don't appreciate it.
That's an actual that's a pretty accurate
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like everyone loves him, but like they're not doing anything with him.
The Miz held it for 1 day again, April 7th, April 8th. Man, I love that. Drew McIntyre held it for 160 days.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Drew, John, Ray. Ray held it 67 days. Chris, Ray, another 62 days. JBL, CM Punk, William Regal, fucking Santino Marella. Hell yeah. Santino Marella.
Santino Marella.
I didn't know that he had a relationship with Beth Phoenix.
That's interesting. I didn't know that either.
2008. It must not be like an actual relationship. Or maybe like a. Oh, it was a team. Okay. Kofi, Chris, Jeff, Umaga, Santino Marella again. Umaga again. Johnny Nitro, Shelton Benjamin, RVD, Ric Flair, Carlito. Let's see. I'm trying to find like a really good. Jeff Hardy held it for 3 days in 2001. Oh, okay. Now we're in Chris Benoit territory. I've gone really far back. I am just on. I'm just starting to look at that. I have stopped reading news. Yeah.
You got sidetracked, but I was looking at Robert Evans, friend of the pod, by the way. Robert Evans' Twitter page. For people who don't know, it's the host of Behind the Bastards, which is another podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, he's fucking hilarious.
Hell yeah. It came out. Man, this is such old news. It came out. What Rock said to Cody. When he handed the match over to The Rock at first.
Yeah.
He said, "Let's put on the biggest WrestleMania of all time. Let's do it for the American Dream. Let's do it for the Soul Man."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man,
yeah.
That turned.
That didn't work out very well for him.
Not at all. Let's see. Sting is officially done. He retired. His last match happened a couple days ago. Saturday, March 2nd was Sting's last match. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
His family came
Sting.
out. His family came out, and his sons dressed in the actual costumes that he used to wear. They had you know, it was just this massive thing. He finished undefeated, 29-0. He man, it's crazy. Uh, Michael Cole and Pat McAfee acknowledged him, even though WWE usually doesn't talk about other, you know, works.
Promotion.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's
promotions.
Sting.
It is Sting. Uh,
It's Sting.
and then they had, people were talking about how Sting never fought the Undertaker and how they wish that had happened. They talked about, all this sort of stuff. Sting
Yeah.
actually came out and said he wasn't really keen on winning his last match. Yeah, he wanted to put over for his last match, but Tony Khan and the Young Bucks, the people that he was going against, insisted that he win. They were like,
Damn.
"No, we want you to win this."
That's good, at least.
Yeah,
At least he tried to do the right thing, and they were just like, no, no, we want this. Like, okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
Garrett Borden, Sting's son. Uh, he said that he had to work out to get into shape for the last match. He was preparing for it ahead of time. Uh, and his other son also was there. Both of them wore his old uniforms. They had one of them was in the Surfer Sting, like the blue pants with the red, white, and blue makeup and everything, and the other one was in his old red get up with the sting with the scorpion going up the leg. Yeah,
Yeah.
really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Oh,
It's all good stuff.
yeah.
All good stuff.
Moreover, uh, AEW. I think we talked about it last pod. We might not have. That might have been. Actually, that might have been just purely us talking off pod. Uh, in the last pod, did we talk about AEW's Glass? Did we?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably Darby Allin shattered the glass on multiple people and
We talked
got
about that on
lawsuits.
pod, right?
Believe so, yes.
You're certain.
100%.
Okay. AEW refused liability claims after fans were
Of
injured
course they did.
by the glass. The
Yeah.
legal team has allegedly refused any responsibility for the glass shard injuries that fans sustained from the brutal spot at AEW. They sent images of their injuries to the officials, but were turned away.
Mhm.
But I have more on that, actually. Let me go up here. Here we go. Um, Fans that were ringside at AEW Revolution have come forward to claim they were cut by shards of glass after Darby Allin's ladder spot. After
Mhm.
sending photos of the cuts and blood post show to AEW's legal team, they were told that there's nothing that can be done as they are not liable for any claims or lawsuits being seated at ringside for the show.
Yeah.
And AEW, apparently, from what I have now seen, they have a fan code of conduct and they have signs up. People ignored them. There is a sign at the front row. It's near the barricades and everything, and they also apparently put out a warning before the show starts as well. Caution: if you have a seat on the floor, you are at risk of being struck by persons, objects, barricades, and other items. Please be aware of the action as you are watching and move out of the way if someone or something is coming your way. By staying in
Yeah.
the area, you assume all risks of injury to yourself and your property.
Fair. I mean, I don't like it, but like, fair.
What do you mean you don't like it? If you're at a boxing match and you get struck by blood or tooth, you're like, hell yeah.
Blood or tooth is different from millions of shards of glass.
You get out of the way.
Oh,
Eh?
don't use real glass.
I mean, it'd be the same thing if it was sugar glass. People would get struck with it.
Yes, but sugar glass wouldn't leave micro incisions and get inserted in your skin like that.
Well, you bought you know front row seats.
And when it's a high flying spot like that, okay,
Yeah.
everyone's watching Darby Allin as he goes through. There's not enough reaction time. They're not
If
thinking,
if I'm in the
oh,
front
no,
row,
no, no, no. They're not thinking. The average person, okay, is not thinking, oh, look at this. Oh, wait, there's glass. We should back up. No, they're like, oh my god, is he going to jump off that ladder? It's adding suspense. He jumps off that ladder. They're in shock. They watch it. He hits the glass, and then they realize, oh shit, glass just shattered all over me.
see, it's a good thing you clarified the regular person, because if I was in the front row of a wrestling match and I saw Darby
You
Allin
can't
jumping
afford.
from a ladder down onto a down onto a sheet of glass, and I was in the front row, I'd be like, "Oh shit, he's gonna jump on that glass." I hear it shatter. Boom, arms go up, protection mode, covering everything. I got
Yeah,
my glasses on. That's protecting my eyes. I cover the rest of my face with my arms. Then
right.
I'm fine.
But you can't assume everyone thinks smartly
Yeah,
or everyone uses common sense.
there
You
you
can't
go.
assume that. Yeah, you know.
Not everyone thinks smartly. You're right.
Yeah, not everyone uses common sense either. So, and you can't assume they do. That's one thing I learned through work training when I was a manager
Mm-hmm.
is you can't assume people know something, you know?
You're right. When you're right, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like the same should be with, AW's liability thing. It's like, well, did you make it clearly in the like description when they bought tickets, the waiver or something? Did they have a waiver, or did they just come out with a statement of like, hey, you were in the front row, it's your fault?
There's a sign.
There's a sign.
Read the sign.
How visible is the sign?
It's white letters, purple background, apparently near the barricades where everyone's sitting.
Yeah.
And then they also say a statement before the show starts.
They did everything on their end then.
Yeah, they're not liable. People are
I
just
mean, yeah,
dumb.
legally, yeah, people are just dumb.
You know, for all those listening that actually pay attention, uh, for future reference, if you're gonna sit in the front row, bring a riot shield or like a riot helmet.
Yeah.
They are plaques. They're plastic. They're meant to deflect glass. That's why they're there. Just get one, dumbass. Solved. See how I solved that? AEW should sign me as the content warning guy. All
They
right,
should.
dead air.
I was talking.
You
I
weren't
said,
talking.
I said, yeah, they should. But then as soon as I was saying that, you said, all right, dead air.
Well, talk faster.
Well, talk faster.
We got a lot to cover, okay?
Yeah, we got a lot to cover.
Yeah. Like Braun Breaker pushing Zion Quinn into the ground within seconds of his debut.
Yeah.
Well, his SmackDown debut. He was on Raw. But Braun
Yeah.
Breaker's, debut match as well.
Being pushed through
Well,
the
not
moon.
debut match. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Yeah, he just, seconds into the match, just Braun Breaker, full speed, boom, hit Zion Quinn with a spear. Down. Done.
Boom, down. Yeah.
Like, that is such a burial. Like, they just made Zion Quinn a bitch. That's crazy.
Very crazy.
He doesn't deserve that. But Braun Breaker doing that was kind of cool. I just don't want that to be his gimmick. A lot of people are saying that that's a
I
very
don't want
Goldberg
the gold.
thing.
Yeah. I don't want the Goldberg treatment.
We'll see. We'll see what they do. What did you think of the Austin Theory versus Randy Orton match, though? Did you see any of it?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. Austin Theory really saved that match.
Yeah. bro. Oh man. Uh, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
For those who
Yeah, I
don't
do.
know, Randy Orton, he has a bad back. So there's that. On top of the fact that he was falling wrong. Uh, so Orton got some big strikes in inside the ring before dropping Theory and Waller on the announcing desk. Theory took the draping DDT before blocking the
Mm.
RKO and hitting the blockbuster. Theory got a few near falls before taking an RKO, going down for a 3 count. But while he was going down, he put his arm on Randy's back and like cushioned it a good bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was falling right in a point that it would have fucked him up.
Some news came out just 20 minutes ago.
Oh,
You're a Dragon Ball Z fan, right?
yes and no.
Okay, well, you know the creator of Dragon Ball Z, Toriyama.
Yeah.
Yeah, he passed away today
Damn.
at age 68.
Really?
Really? He's gone.
Shit.
Know where I learned that?
How?
An out of context Pokemon page that I follow. It's not Pokemon related, but they
Damn.
even shouted that out. That's insane.
That is, bro. Fuck. He was, he's who made Dragon Ball. Like that. He's who. Uh, Bradley Martin tweeted out. Holy shit! Bradley Martin tweeted out about it. He's like, Dragon Ball Z, one of my main inspirations to go to the gym. Like, fuck. Wow.
Yeah. Yep. He
Akira
passed away.
Toriyama.
Yep. At age 68.
Yeah.
Crazy that he was that old.
Yeah. That that
I mean,
sounds young to this.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Wow.
it's what it is.
Yeah. Shit. Like so many inspirations came from that. Like they had Super Saiyan, stuff in Gumball. They had like fucking all these different inspo, things. They had Billy and Mandy had a Dragon Ball inspo. They had a Dragon Ball inspo in Fairly Odd Parents. Uh, shit. Uh, Masashi Kishimoto and Ichiro Oda, you know, the creators behind One Piece and Naruto, both individually, uh, were talking about how Oda said it is too early. The hole is too big. Sadness watches over me when I think that I'll never see him again. I admired him since I was a child. May heaven be the joyous world just as you envisioned it. Kishimoto said, I just received the news of Sensei's passing. I feel a tremendous sense of loss, more than when Dragon Ball ended. I still don't know how to deal with this hole in my heart. I can't even read Dragon Ball, which I love. I pray that Akira Toriyama Sensei may rest in peace. Damn.
Damn. Rest
Wow.
in peace.
Rest in peace,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not
Hate to
even.
bring the vibe of the pod down, but like, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of Dragon Ball Z, but you can't deny it is legendary.
yeah. Like they're on Super now. I don't know. I wonder how they'll handle his passing, with as far as the anime is concerned. I guess we'll see
Yeah.
more later on, but yeah, I'm staring at two figures of his characters. Um, I got final form Frieza doing a pretty signature move, and I got Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, which that's from Kai, not canon Dragon Ball Z, but I liked the look of it. I was a Kai fan. People sleep on it, but
Yeah. I didn't watch any Dragon Ball.
it's fine. It's Dragon Ball. As much as it I shouldn't say that. Hold on. Let me reword that before I say shit. Um, Toriyama's creation of Dragon Ball was massive. It it took anime by storm. It took manga by storm. It's one of it's not one of the longest running anime of all time. There's ones longer than that, but it is massive. The world is massive. They have a lot of characters. They have a lot of storylines throughout it. And one of the things that people run into when they watch it for the first time and they're not like growing up with it, because there's a difference to it. Growing up with it versus watching it now. I grew up with it. I used to watch a couple episodes at a friend's house. But if you tried to get into it now, you probably wouldn't enjoy it because you gotta start way at the beginning and you gotta go all the way up to here and all this sort of shit. And there's like a lot of stories that you gotta follow and blah blah blah. But one of the things that people get annoyed by with it, and it's an on-running joke amongst fans and haters alike, is find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. That's like a massive thing. They'll have one episode is just this guy getting ready to fight, like not fighting at all, just getting ready to fight.
And it's like find out next time.
Yeah, like will he? Will Goku reach the next level of Saiyan? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. And then the next episode is just going ha for another whole episode. And people
sounds accurate.
Yeah, that's just that's the show that they
sounds
made
like
about
Dragon Ball Z.
The manga is a lot faster. Obviously, there's not time for that when you're making comics. It to this day people still talk about it because I was talking to my buddy. We'll say Tennessee. We'll call him Tennessee. I was talking to my buddy Tennessee. I was like, hey, if you had to choose between, because he's an anime fan as well, if you had to choose between these 9 powers, and the first power that I thought of is the Dragon Balls. You can make a wish, and the dragon Shenron comes out and makes that wish come true. And the first time that we see that wish be granted is by this one pig guy. I forget his name because it's been so long since I watched, and I don't think he's in current Super. I haven't watched it either. I was a Kai fan, but the first time that we see the power used is this pig guy that wishes for panties. That's it. He's like, hell yeah, panties. Give me panties. And then Shenron's like, really? Okay. And then he drops a pair of panties on his head. And he's like, score. And then he wears them on his face. That's Dragon Ball.
Yeah. That's Dragon Ball.
Yeah. There's censored episodes too, like original uncensored version of Dragon Ball. Just Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z, but like Goku's upbringing. First time that we see Bulma, she comes across young Goku, and Goku's naked. He's a boy in the woods with a tail. That's how he is. That's how we meet him. We come across him. He's completely naked, dick swinging and everything. An actual child, by the way. And we trail on, and he puts on clothes and everything. It's like, okay, cool. We get to a part where Bulma's like, okay, let's rest a minute on our way to our journey, location. They're collecting the Dragon Balls, of course. That's their goal. They're like, let's rest. She uses a capsule because they have capsules in this world that they spawn bikes, they spawn cars, they spawn houses. Drops a capsule, building is made. They go in, and he takes a shower, gets all nice and clean. She takes a shower, gets all nice and clean. She goes to bed. He goes to bed, and then in the morning, he wakes up before her, and goes over to her, and he's like, "Hey, wake up!" And pulls back her blanket, or I think like lifts her dress or something that she's sleeping in, and he's like, oh, "You don't have a dick." Where'd it
That's
go?
amazing.
And like is like freaking the fuck out. Where's your tail? Where's everything? You know, and he's just walking around. You're like, damn.
Yeah,
How come you don't got a dick? That's weird.
that's weird.
Yeah,
How dare you not have a dick?
yeah, yeah. That's Dragon Ball. You know, that's the stuff I grew up with. So you know, the fact that he passed away, that sucks. It's, you know, he's in his 60s, and you know, a lot of the, I'm not saying that he did, but a lot of manga writers would stay up smoking and drinking, trying to get stuff done because they have deadlines to meet. So I'm assuming that a lot of the reason that he's passed is connected to that, but that's assumptions, obviously. Um, but we'll find out. Obviously, you know, there's no way that I'm not going to hear about it. You know, I'll find out. Anyway, damn, that sucks. That sucks.
That sucks a lot.
Yeah, you know, at least it wasn't. You know, at least it wasn't Oda. You know, that's the main thing right now. I gotta protect Oda because, yeah, he's the one that's making One Piece, and if he dies, One Piece ends. They've already decided that. Like, it has been decided. If Oda dies, One Piece just stops right there on the spot.
Yep.
Because
I mean, doesn't surprise me.
yeah, you know, uh, uh, wow, wow, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So the Teletubbies baby, you know how the sun was a baby in Teletubbies?
Mm-hmm.
That person who was that baby and now has a child of her own.
It was a girl.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
it was a girl baby.
Wow.
Oddly enough,
you can't
still
tell
has the
babies.
same face shape.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll send you the picture of the thing.
But yeah, just to
Check snap.
oh, yep, looks the same.
Looks the exact same.
The baby does too, kind of.
Yeah.
They could make another one. They won't, but they could.
Why did Teletubbies go off here?
Because it sucked.
Bro, Teletubbies was fire. The fuck you mean it sucked?
Bro, they lived in weird underground bases and had a screaming child as a son.
Yeah.
And you watched stuff on their stomachs. That's creepy.
The underground bases is cool.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the other ones. You know, the alien looking ones. Remember those? I don't know if I'll be able to find
what? We both know we were both Cyber Chase kids, okay? Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But, like, Teletubbies was fire.
Alien looking baby characters. That didn't help. Alien looking baby characters. Early 2000s. Not early 200s. Early 2000s. Kids show. These guys. Booba. You remember Booba?
Booba?
Booba.
I do not.
You don't remember Booba?
No.
That's crazy. You got Zing Zingba, Hoomba, Zumba,
No.
Jingba,
No.
Jumba.
No. No.
Oh,
What show was it?
Booba.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Booba. Did you also did you watch Ubi?
Spell Booba.
BOOHBAH. Here, I'll just send you a picture.
No, I already know. What the fuck is this?
That's Booba.
Bro, they look like if I pulled my foreskin over their head. If you were ever curious on what that looks like.
Are you telling me you got a chode? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
no, no, no,
Because those things are
no.
massive.
But like their neck and head up.
Yeah, it's a foreskin. It's totally a foreskin.
It's a foreskin. That's foreskin if
So
I've
you didn't
ever
watch
seen it.
Booba?
No.
Did you
Who
watch
the
Ubi?
spell that?
Oobie? Or Oobi? Oobi? Close enough.
The hands?
Yeah.
I've seen them. I wouldn't say I watched them, but I've seen them.
There was also Frida the Foot.
That's what started your foot fetish.
Probably. If I had to put it to something, yeah.
Yeah.
But Ubi was fucking awesome. 5 years long of just hands with eyes.
You know, low production. Probably made a fuck ton of money.
Probably. What about what was it?
Child. Nah, see, I watched the basic shit. Like, fucking Barney, Clifford the Red Dog, Dragon Tales,
Dragon Tales,
Flintstones,
Dragon
Dragon
Tales.
Tales, SpongeBob, Curious George, Looney Tunes.
Hmm.
Kim Possible. Shit like that. That's what I watched. Arthur. Watched Arthur a lot.
Watched Arthur.
Yeah. I didn't have cable TV, so I had the basic shit.
Did you have what was it? Uh um the kids. What are their names? Spanish kids. Mexican kids.
The fuck are you talking about?
Mexican kids show. Maya and Miguel. Maya and Miguel.
I'll have to look that one up.
And then they had the parrot. It was still in a little bit of like.
Yeah, I remember somewhat of it.
They had the talking
I was
parrot.
much more of a D. I watched the Diego show.
Go Diego, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I loved Maya and Miguel. The only thing that so some of the things that you okay, have you ever like watched something you watched as a kid and then looking at it through your eyes now you're like, oh damn, they shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
Toy Story jokes and shit like that. Yeah, yeah.
well, I mean, the jokes are there for the adults because they have to go
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
but
But
like a lot of the things that they'll like the jokes they'll make or the character interpretations and stuff, um like Maya
can't
and
say much
Miguel.
of that. I've always been like, damn, why did my parents let me watch this?
Well, like kid shows that are like racist because of the time they're in, not because like they're being racist intentionally.
No, can't say I've watched those kinds of shows.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
watched Fetch with Ruff Ruffman.
fair. Well, Maya and Miguel, they have an Asian friend, uh, Asian girlfriend, not girlfriend, um,
And
and
that is a female.
yes, and her mother is also Asian, and all the eyes are the same, so there's no racist eyes, but the Asian mom is like always tired. They put bags on her intentionally. So it's like the working Asian mom that's like never has a break. Like,
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Not the best look.
Yeah. And they got like well, that's just one, but like Maya and Miguel, I don't know if it's made by Spanish people, but Miguel is super into soccer you know, all the time. Maya can sometimes be a raging bitch. Um,
You just described a Latino and a Latina to me.
you know,
Not to be racist, but that's what you literally just described to
when you
me.
say not to be racist and you end it with "but," that
That
is,
means it was a
it
racist
means it
comment.
was racist. Yeah, that's
Nah,
that's that's kind of wild.
nah, but I
And
mean,
like the
have
black
you met a Latina who's not just a random bitch occasionally? And have you met a Spanish dude who doesn't like soccer?
Christian,
Christian likes soccer.
does he?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Well, me and him have played soccer before, so I assume he likes
Oh,
soccer.
if they've played it one time, that means they like it. But
He
like
was oddly good at it.
the black kid on the show, always wearing a jersey,
Hey,
always wearing
you know,
a basketball jersey.
hey, you know,
I've I've
only a
seen
little, only a little racially motivated. I see more white people wear basketball jerseys, but you know,
right. Man, I don't know. Kind of wild. But where was I going with this? Oh, we were just talking about kid shows. I don't know why we got news to talk about. I don't know what I'm doing.
yeah, it was just bullshit. This is a terrible episode. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
it's great. It's great. Fuck you.
It's fine. How long have we been recording this episode?
Almost an hour.
Almost an hour. Speed run the news.
All right. You want me to speed run it? I'll speed run it.
Okay, do it.
Okay. Bully Ray discusses the lack of reaction these WWE stars got at Elimination Chamber. He talks about how, basically, Bully asserts that while Rollins has a good reaction when he first appeared at the event, he was completely overshadowed by Cody Rhodes. Cody talks, then Seth talks, and people are like, "I'll call it politely quiet for Seth." Then his tagline, and he did it with them, and they stopped. Continuing, he noted the same thing with Knight, but explained that it wasn't a knock against either man. He explained that some fans join in with taglines because they want to be a part of the moment. Now, what about when you're at the meat of what you want to say, like Seth Rollins? What about the time where it's just where it's to do your moves, like LA Knight? What are they responding? Are they responding the same way when you're doing your moves? Bully also pointed to the reactions that super kicks and Canadian destroyers get from fans. These are reactions to the moves, not the wrestler. They respond to the move, not you. They want to chant LA Knight's thing. Does that mean they're fully behind LA Knight? No, it sounds like they're fully behind the tagline as of right now. This is going to take some time for LA Knight. Seth is a different story. I agree with that.
Yeah.
LA Knight's fan base is solely behind the tagline. They don't give a fuck.
Eh.
I, I'm not saying you and I don't give a fuck, but I'm
Yeah.
saying a lot of them don't. They're just doing LA Knight because that's something people do.
Yeah.
Anyway, speed run the news. Sheamus has been talking cryptic on Twitter. He said hello, and then he said goodbye. Just no emojis, no anything else. Just hello, goodbye. People are thinking that he's moving to AEW.
That would be insane.
It would be. I mean, he hasn't been
I
getting a
doubt
whole lot
that.
of time. You know, he's been seasonal at best. Last time he wrestled was in 2022, I think. Kind of crazy.
You know what? Good for him.
Yeah. Let's see. Former Raw general manager Eric Bischoff stated on 83 Weeks that the most likely option for Lesnar at this point is to return to Japan as a NJPW wrestling. As it's unlikely that the USC want him back due to the bad press. Lesnar is a former IWGP World Champion and could return as a megastar there to resume his wrestling career. The Beast Incarnate could finally face two-time WWE World Champion Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth, for the time. Nick Nemeth is current holder of the IWGP Global Champion in NJPW, so we could see that. Recently, I already talked about that. Okay. Paul Heyman saw the L that The Rock is holding up. We're thinking that might tie into it somehow. You know, he might say something.
I could see it.
Yeah. The CM Punk Drew McIntyre feud is looking incredible right now. The dogging that Drew McIntyre's been doing. I recently saw a video of him doing a circle in the fan caged area, you know, where his car is parked, but the fans are like barred from it. He did a circle looking at all the fans while playing Cult of Personality from his car and like laughing at them hysterically. People kept booing him.
Troll.
He's so good at it. He's so good at it.
It's so good.
I got to show you that video. I think you'll like it. It's great. Okay, so moreover, on the last episode, we were talking about the Die Rocky Die poster. The sign clearly visible. Die Rocky Die sign harkens back from the time when fans rejected his character in '97 when he wrestled as Rocky Maivia. Fans would display Die Rocky Die signs at the shows, which eventually became part of the storyline, explaining Rocky's transformation into The Rock. So, there's that. It still does not excuse saying Die Rocky Die currently, because no one gets it, and it looks really bad.
Yeah.
Juana Walton had a draw in his first boxing bout.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he drew against Joshua Torres.
Damn.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Yeah, he was kind of upset. You could see it on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. The Rock's promo that he did for like 30 minutes, I think it was. No, 20 minutes. 30 or 20. When he did it on air. It went over by 10 minutes, and it resulted in the Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi getting cut short, which sucks because Tiffany Stratton and Naomi both are doing really well right now. And although I don't like Tiffany Stratton as a character, I think that it's really awesome that they're giving her so much love. I wish that they'd give that same love to the rest of the female wrestlers, but you know, they always pick favorites. It never stops.
Yeah, I mean, can't be too surprised.
Yeah. Chris Jericho paid $5,000 out to Virgil's funeral costs. Really cool.
That's cool.
Makes makes up for all the shit he did, but it still doesn't.
I mean, $5,000.
Yeah,
Chris Jericho.
It covers stuff.
I mean, I'm just saying, funerals are expensive, and it's Chris Jericho. So I not gonna knock him for helping the family, but at the same time, I mean, it's Chris Jericho. He is a literal millionaire.
That is true.
What is $5,000 to him?
Pocket change.
Yeah.
Especially since he's still wrestling, so he makes it back.
Yeah. And you know he has a lucrative AEW deal.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Booker T had a birthday recently. Happy birthday to Booker T. Shout out. Let's see. Ted DiBiase on Virgil. He says, I don't know who he was living with or how he was living, but I know that it was not good. It's just a sad story. He was talking about how things for Virgil weren't going really well. It's kind of his fault, but you know,
a little bit.
Xavier Worthy. I don't know if you know who he is. Do you know who Xavier Worthy is?
Nope.
Well,
it's not Xavier Woods. I don't know.
Wow.
Wow.
Xavier Worthy is a wide receiver currently.
Yeah.
I think.
For what team?
Current team Texas Longhorns. He's
I don't.
He's a college
know who that is.
Well, I'm telling you right now who he is. He's meeting with the Chiefs. Score. I'll tell you. Xavier Worthy, right now, playing for the Texas Longhorns, recently been talking with Andy Reid. He ran a faster 40-yard dash than Usain Bolt. 20 years old, 6'1", 172. He's a junior. He's majoring in physical culture and sports, obviously. He ran a faster 40-yard dash than the man Usain Bolt. The Lightning of Jamaica. The fastest man has been beat. Wow.
That's fucking insane.
He beat him by 1 second. Usain Bolt's 40-yard dash is 4 seconds. He beat him by milliseconds. Usain Bolt's 40-yard dash is 4.22 seconds. Xavier Worthy's is 4.21. He still beat him. So if that man works for the Chiefs, bro, we got the best fucking runner. He's a wide receiver. We got the best wide receiver in the game.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That is completely unrelated to wrestling, but I wanted to talk about it. If we get him, it's game over. Bro, he's got to insure those legs. WWE recently was urged to take Austin Theory off television. Yeah. Austin Theory has a bright future in the WWE, but things haven't exactly worked out for him as of late. Therefore, it comes as no surprise WWE has been urged to take Austin Theory off the television. Austin Theory was heavily pushed until last year, even successfully defending his United States title against John Cena at WrestleMania 39. However, the experiment wasn't very successful as Theory struggled to connect with viewers. Currently, he's aligned with Grayson Waller on SmackDown. While speaking on a recent episode of his 83 Weeks podcast, Eric Bischoff explained why WWE should not feature Austin Theory unless they have a substantial role for him. Bischoff suggested experimenting with different characters and gimmicks while keeping him off TV to discover what suits the 26-year-old star best. He also expressed belief that fans weren't... Sir. Did you hear that?
I heard something. I heard just like a rustling sound, and then it just like dead silence.
Are you good?
You good, bro?
Here, get up on the bed. Come on. Hi. Get up on the bed. Nope, don't look in my pockets. There's nothing there. Okay, lay down next to me. That works too. He also expressed a belief that the fans weren't particularly interested in seeing Theory in his current persona. I disagree. I think he's hilarious. He's playing just an asshole that has nothing to back it up with. I'd probably take him off the air until I figured out what I really wanted to do with him, even if it took a couple months of character work and exploration and trying different things and then bring him back, because the audience is still kind of resisting him just a bit. Judging by Austin Theory's reaction to Grayson Waller on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, perhaps WWE will have them feud with each other. Only time will tell. Theory will have anything substantial planned for him in the end. Do you agree that Austin Theory should be taken off WWE television? No. I think Eric Bischoff is thinking in the past. I think that Austin Theory is doing great, but what do you think?
I think Austin Theory has a lot of potential if WWE play their cards right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't think they're doing that right now?
They weren't for a while. The stuff he's been doing with Grayson Waller is pretty good.
Yeah. Especially when he was like bullying Seth and Cody. I think that's...
Yeah. It's kind of like you give Austin Theory a thing,
and he does.
He'll do it amazingly, but he's not going to come up with something on his own, you know?
Yeah. Bro, I saw a video of his house, of his, like, fucking figure collection. I think I sent it to you. Dude's got insane, like, expensive-ass figures. The dude collects memorabilia. That's awesome. Like, he's got a full-ass, like, Mark I Iron Man helmet and everything. It's so cool. Anyway, Mark Briscoe and the House of Black is starting to heat up on AEW. I'm excited for that because I think the House of Black is just super slept on right now. I want to see more out of the House of Black. Anyway, Rock went over the allotted time on SmackDown. I already talked about that. Uh, oh, uh, I don't care about that. Let's see. Days of Roman Reign as WWE champion is currently sitting somewhere around 1,268. Right. Attitude Era of WWE only lasted 1,267.
Yeah.
He has been reigning champion longer than the Attitude Era was a whole.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yes,
something.
sir.
That's something. And someone commented, those 1,267 days were so good it kept WWE alive for the next 2 decades. Do you agree? Do you think the Attitude Era saved WWE?
Uh,
Or do you think that they would have
yeah,
lived on without
yeah.
it?
No, it pretty much saved WWE. Steve Austin saved WWE.
Facts. Facts.
Shawn
WWE.
Michaels was good enough to carry it
Yeah.
and, compete with the competitor.
Mm-hmm.
But he really did hold on to that title till he found someone who could beat the competitor. And
Hell
that
yeah.
was Steve Austin.
Hell yeah.
Which Steve Austin kicked off the Attitude Era with
Mm-hmm.
the Austin 316 promo. We went over this last pod.
Yeah.
And defined a whole era with one promo.
It is amazing. WWE reportedly is finalizing a deal for SummerSlam to be held in the Cleveland Browns Stadium. I'm excited to see that. That means that Logan Paul will be wrestling at home.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that'd be really cool. That gives another reason for SummerSlam to have Logan Paul and Jake Paul in the same area. Possibly do like a brothers thing. Depending on how well he's feeling after he gets his ass whooped by Mike Tyson. We'll see. Let's see. Someone. Oh, right. WWE posted, that thing of Braun Breaker spearing him and boom, done. Right. I told you that. Ryback messaged on Instagram when they posted it. He's like, he is really good. Ryback supports Braun Breaker.
That's good. I wouldn't be surprised that Ryback supports Braun Breaker. He's basically the same gimmick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except, hopefully not breaking as many people.
Yeah. Well, Braun Breaker's also got more talent. So
yeah. Booker T commented on the Drew McIntyre run. He said, I hope that they put the title on Drew McIntyre. Nothing against Seth, but Seth has had an okay run. It's been nothing like stand out as far as Seth's run. I think that's accurate. I think that people are really loving Seth, but his run as a title holder hasn't been in itself interesting. Just Seth.
I think it's been pretty interesting.
I mean, title events with him haven't been too great. Like,
what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
His match with AJ Styles was great. He's had multiple matches just on Raw that were great. I mean, it's Seth Rollins. He's just great. He's not had a long-term story, sure, but I mean, the belt's not been around that long.
I don't know.
And it was supposed to be CM Punk this year, but injury kind of got in that way, so you can't really fault Seth.
Drew's making up for it for sure. He's making the beef there between him and CM. He's gonna take CM out himself. I think a lot of us were talking about. I think you and I specifically were talking about Drew's gonna hold the title and CM's gonna take it when he's healed. I think the beef that Drew's making, that's leading up to that.
Oh yeah.
But I think Booker T's right. I think that Seth as a character is awesome. I love Seth. I love Seth. But I think that his title run has been mid. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's not great. Like, I think that there's better title runs. Roman Reigns' title run right now, it's a fantastic title run. We're all tired of it. It's so good. I think it all depends on how people play it. Logan Paul's title run right now is really fucking good. Like, I love Logan Paul's title run. It all depends on how you show it. Seth hasn't really been like he's been a lot of talk, but he's not been a lot of walk. Obviously, he's got injuries and prohibiting it, but you know what I mean. Like it's
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah. The MVP fight. Amanda Serrano declared medically unfit because she got a eye injury yesterday. Not yesterday, today, but yesterday, March 2nd.
Yeah.
She got an eye injury. She's devastated. She was crying. She was crying. She was upset that she couldn't fight, and she had sunglasses to cover the injury so that nobody could see how bad it was, if it was that bad at all. I don't know.
Facts.
But
Who knows?
who knows? But shouts out Jake Paul though. MVP refunding everyone's tickets. Everyone in attendance. The company is going to provide a full refund for those who seek it. Details on how to do the process, of course. But I think that it's awesome that they did that because he didn't have to. The other fights were that good.
No.
So that's cool. Yeah. Let's see. Owen Hart. Owen Hart's widow, Martha, talked about the scene, because of the whole Sting stuff that happened. It brought it to the attention again. Credit WWE and Vice. This is from a past thing. When Owen died, they scooped him up. This is her quote. They scooped him up like a piece of garbage. They paraded wrestlers out to wrestle in a ring that had Owen's blood on it, where the boards were broken from Owen's fall, and where the guys could feel the dip in the ring from where he fell. The fact that they didn't stop the show for that was appalling. Vince McMahon was a poor leader, and he failed. That cut deep.
Yeah.
That cut deep.
Because he fucked up.
He fucked up that one bad. He did more for the Chris Benoit situation than he did for the Owen Hart situation. He just did not care for Owen Hart. It was insane.
On lighter news.
What's up?
Robert Evans posted on Twitter. You're telling me Dragon Ball the Z?
Yes.
Yes. And then he replies to it. This is what he would have wanted.
The man's got class. The man's got class.
A very classy man.
Very classy man. On hotter news, Santino Marella is hoping to see his daughter on the main roster in 2025. Bro, she is fine. Wait. Hold on.
Holding on.
Hold on.
Nah, Santino Marella's daughter's fine as shit.
Hold on.
I'm holding on.
Okay, she's 29. Yeah, she's fine.
If he said he wants her to be on the roster, yes, she is old enough.
I'm just making sure.
You have to be at least 18 to be on the main roster.
Then how come you're not on the roster yet? Get out there, bitch.
I know. God damn. I would bag that. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, we're recording.
Bro, I don't care if she wants to bring, the snake sock out. I'm down.
She can shove that snake sock right down my throat.
Whoa.
Hey. I went there, and I meant it.
You did. You went there.
Mm-hmm.
But, damn. Yeah, she's so fucking hot. To come out of that is kind of crazy. Yeah. She was a sperm in that guy's penis.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
That's
Hell yeah,
crazy.
bro.
Santino Morella's got game.
Yeah.
If he can craft something like that, is his wife hot? Look it up. Get back to me on that one.
Spouse. No,
No,
not really.
not really.
No.
Damn, the genes are
I
all
mean,
his.
it makes sense how they produced that child.
Okay. Is a lot of. Does she look like she's gotten work done to fix something they create? Does she have work done? Can you tell if she looks natural or not? Like to come out of.
You tell me.
No, she's natural.
Yeah.
Damn. How did he make that? Whew. Anyway.
Like, it makes sense to be their kid.
It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't. He's ugly. But anyway, speedrunning news. UFC revenue saw a 13% rise as TKO sees early benefits from the merger. I think that's awesome. I also think that that is going to play a pivotal role in Dana White still not paying people enough.
Yeah.
He's a greedy bastard.
Definitely.
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 O'Malley versus Vera is coming up March 9th.
Nice.
That is
nice.
2 days away. Saturday.
We love that.
Yeah, I'm happy to see. Oh, and Poirier is on the Poirier. O'Malley versus Vera and Poirier versus Saint Denis.
Dustin
Dustin
Poirier?
I don't know. Poirier. Yeah.
Dustin Poirier.
Maybe.
Is it Dustin? The guy who knocked the fuck out of Conor McGregor?
I don't know. He's got a cauliflower ear. And a buzz cut.
I mean, it sounds like Dustin Poirier.
Possibly. I'm rooting for Saint Denis. He's got a nice beard.
Dustin doesn't really have a buzz cut. Does this dude have tattoos?
Yes.
Claw tattoo looking thing? Like zebra claw tattoo thing?
No
on
idea.
His pec?
He has Parker on his pec.
Yeah, Dustin Poirier.
Okay. Yeah. Poirier versus Saint Denis. I'm rooting for Saint Denis. He's got a nice beard. And,
nah, I'm going for Poirier. Dustin's my dude.
O'Malley versus Vera. I'm going for O'Malley because I like his hair, and he has the Sugar Sean weed, and he's.
I need to try that.
He's 420, bro. Yeah. And also, Icon Meals. Get your first order 40% off with Icon Meals. Go to iconmeals.com/UFC. That is iconmeals.com/UFC.
We're not sponsored by them. Don't do that. No, don't go there. They are not a friend of the pod. They don't support us.
But the food looks so good.
I've seen their ads. Yeah, the food looks delicious. But no.
Again, it's iconmeals.com/UFC. Get 40% off your first order. Fuck it. We ball.
You can ball.
I am balling.
No, we don't support that shit. No. If they want to pay us, we support them. But if they don't want to pay us, then no.
You need to start doing those podcorns so that we can get a promo.
I know.
I left it to you, and you just...
Did you?
Yeah, I told you. I got the first ones applied for, but then none of them said yes. But
okay.
Yeah, you gotta.
I'll work on it.
There you go. At some point, maybe after you do the Triple H spit, that you said, "Oh yeah," and still haven't done. I've been waiting to post that everywhere.
I have a water bottle in my car that's half full that I haven't drinking because I know I need to do that video.
You gotta do it. Remember, it's all in the F's.
Yeah,
There you go.
I got it.
Speaking of people who've been drinking, breaking news coming out of the AEW media scrum: Sting and Darby Allin in Revolution as AEW World Tag Team Champions, but they will vacate them and a tournament will be held to crown the new champion. And Tony Khan, when talking about all this, had a cup inside of a cup. He had a double cup, which makes me think that he's on lean.
Double cup is lean. Yeah.
Double cup is lean. See, Darby Allin went through the glass. We already talked about that. Who was the WWE champion when you graduated? Now, I already have the answer for us. That is Daniel Bryan. He was
Really?
Yeah, he was the WWE champion of 2018.
He wasn't the only one.
At the time we graduated, it was.
Okay.
Yeah. If we had been graduates in 2011, the answer would have been John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Missed an opportunity.
Those lucky kids who got Bray Wyatt.
Bro. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. We're just going to keep that as a thing. Just always rest in peace him.
Yes.
Always.
Always.
Rest in peace Chris Benoit. Rest in peace Owen Hart. Rest in peace Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace Virgil. Rest in peace Bruno Sammartino. Rest in peace Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace. I could keep going.
Wrestlers don't live long, okay?
They don't. They really fucking don't. Bruno Sammartino is the only exception. Bro was like the first wrestler, and then he died in 2018. Like,
he still died at like 60 something.
Yeah.
It's not that old.
Not that old at all. But anyway, in the best of news that no one's listening to because we don't have viewers.
No, he died at 82.
That's better.
He looked really good for 82. Not gonna lie.
Would you smash?
No.
Oh. Well, then don't say he looked good. If you won't smash, he didn't look good enough.
I wouldn't smash him when he looked young.
That's a lie.
Nah. I'm not into dudes.
If you got a check, would you smash?
How big's the check?
I don't know. Whatever they paid wrestlers back then.
No.
That money now, because of inflation, would be great.
Yeah. But it's No. I still wouldn't take it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's look up.
In amazing news, fantastic news even, the best of news, we guessed the future again.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Paul Heyman is now being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. We called it. Totally us.
We did call this, yes.
Yeah. We said he'd be inducted at Hall of Fame 2024. We said
we were like, it has to happen there.
It has to happen there. That's his hometown. That's ECW land.
That's Philly.
That's Philly. That's his place. That's his home residence. Actually, he's from New York, but still.
Mm.
But people are wondering who's going to induct him. Some are saying that it's going to be CM Punk. Some are saying it's going to be RVD. He's going to come out and do it. Some are saying
RVD
it's going to
signed to AEW.
He can still come over. They'll say fuck it. He's a Heyman guy. You know, some are saying Steve Austin. Some are saying, it's going to be, the Bloodline. It's going to be a Bloodline thing that they're going to say, yeah, we're saying he's inducted. All that shit.
Some are saying, aka me, I'm saying it's going to be like just a group of everyone.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, just a bunch of people are going to come out for him.
I think
Roman will be the one to officially do it.
Yeah.
But I imagine CM Punk and everyone else will be in the ring too.
Maybe. Some even said that it'd be Lesnar and they'd have him on. That's not going to happen.
No, that's not going to happen.
Not even a little bit.
That's unrealistic.
Yeah. Darby Allin, in other news, wanted everyone to know he's still alive. And then he said that he's going to die. So that's
The
cool.
fuck?
Yeah, so he came out for the media scrum, post Revolution, to say he's still alive. But then, as of recently, let me find it. Let's see, Darby Allin. Nope, that's PFL. That's Jeff Hardy. Kurt Angle. Here we go. On Dynamite, he gets on the mic and he's saying, "This is me talking from the heart. There is no guarantee that I'm going to come back alive. I just want to take this time to say thank you to every fan and thank you to AEW for giving me this dream. If next week is my last ever match, I'm going to go out the way I always do, and that's to go out fighting for my life."
Mhm.
Because he's going to Mount Everest, and he's going to scale Mount Everest,
You know,
and he thinks he's going to die.
hey, that's reasonable.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, Mount Everest isn't the deadliest mountain percentage-wise, but it's still.
Isn't that one, like, your main risk is oxygen defamation? Or not defamation, but, like, loss of oxygen? Because it's so high up that you just can't breathe. The air is too thin.
You got about a 65% chance.
Survival rate?
Hold on.
Or 65% chance of death.
Death. No. No. Okay, no, I read that wrong. Read that completely wrong. There's about 6.5 deaths per 100 successful summits, so your death rate is like 6.5%.
Yeah.
It's a possibility, but I mean,
11,000 people have scaled it. So, we'll see. I think he'll make it back. I think he'll be fine. If he doesn't, that fucking sucks. But he did say it might happen.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I personally wouldn't ever climb Mount Everest.
Why not?
There's no need to.
So that you can go up there and you can pick up the trash.
I mean, yeah, but Darby Allin isn't doing that.
You don't know. You don't know what he's gonna do.
It's permanently dirty up there. It's not feasible to pick up the trash, just like it's not feasible to remove the dead bodies.
There's dead bodies.
On Mount Everest?
They don't, like, go claim the bodies?
No.
They got helicopters?
It doesn't matter. It's Mount Everest. Do you know how tall Mount Everest is?
You got helicopters?
Yeah, no.
Get a Black Hawk helicopter.
Black Hawk helicopter. I don't know if Black Hawk could go that high.
It'd be fine.
The Mount Everest is very high up, so.
Just get the.
But no, there's dead bodies, and some of them are even mile markers.
You know?
Yeah.
So you don't want to scale that, huh?
No, I'm good.
Wow, unbelievable.
I think I will. I've seen enough dead bodies in my life. I don't need to see another one.
You've seen dead bodies?
Yeah.
That's for a different pod.
That's no. It's nothing fun like that.
Nah, it's for a different pod.
Yeah, a different pod. Yeah.
We'll save that for the one where Miss Kitty possibly shows up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about shit we've seen.
Kit Kat shows up finally.
Yeah. Question of the day. Will either Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn hold a world championship before their WWE careers are over?
Sami Zayn has to, but I doubt he will.
That is purely your bias, good sir.
I said he has to, but I doubt he will.
Okay.
That's a valid answer.
Yeah, valid. I think Kevin Owens will.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin Owens has held titles before and everything, so yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, back to my speed run.
Not a very speedy speed run.
No, I keep getting distracted. R-Truth has never won a match at a WrestleMania in his entire career, and I think it's going to change with Regeneration X. I think he's going to win a tag team title against Judgment Day, finally. I think that's going to be the way that they end that. WWE Hall of Famer commented on R-Truth's chances of becoming a world champion. This was Road Dogg, by the way. I don't know. One is that if he needs the title ever, and I don't know that. I don't know that you want to give it to him. I know that sounds harsh and sounds weird. Could you find a scenario to put the world title on him in a heartbeat? You could give him a scenario to put the title on him and give him a run. I just don't know that what the character is all about. I love everything about Truth and always have, but what I love about him now is he wins a match. Is when he wins a match. It's almost that he falls into it. He's not trying to do it. He's not trying to do this. He's not trying to do that. I think that him and The Miz taking the titles off of Judgment Day and then Truth not realizing, this is me talking, Truth not realizing that they are going for a title would be funny.
Yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious.
He's like, what? This belt for me? And then
Yes.
he customizes it and shit. Miz is like, you're not supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to do that. That'd be hilarious.
A female WWE Attitude Era legend has expressed her desire to face Rhea Ripley before officially hanging up her boots. Trish Stratus. I mean, it is coming up. Toronto is coming up. I mean, hey, could be an 8-time champion. It's another thing to put on. I don't know. Maybe do I have an unfinished story with Zoe Stark? I sure do. So there's a lot of things. Trish Stratus, who's been away from TV programming lately, in an interview with Gorilla Position, the 48-year-old WWE Hall of Famer spoke about the possibility of having a retirement match at Money in the Bank later this year, which happens to be in her home country of Canada. That could be cool.
Of Canada.
Trish added that she would love to face Rhea Ripley before calling it quits. There's a lot of talent that I look at too that I'm like, I would love to get in the ring with. Let's say Rhea Ripley, for example. So many people, when they meet me, they're like, oh my god, you're so small. This is part of my thing, right? I'm just little Trish Stratus. But when we saw that match with Raquel Rodriguez, that's what I love. I love playing up to that, right? I love playing against the big wrestler, and that's kind of fun for me. So that's something me and Jazz had. Me and Victoria had, and I think me and Rhea Ripley could be a very interesting story. I don't think that her fighting Rhea Ripley makes any fucking sense, but pop off, I guess.
Pop the fuck off.
The Rock's Brahma Bull has gained red eyes since his heel turn. Used to have blue eyes, now it has red eyes. People haven't been noticing that, but I think it's a pretty cool, little clever thing that they did. Stone Cold has been working out recently, and on the move. He has been driving around in a RV, and he's been doing a lot of like sandbag tosses and all sorts of stuff, looking like he's getting pumped up for something. And people are thinking, maybe Steve Austin takes down Hollywood Rock. We don't know.
Oh man.
Maybe he could be on the American Nightmares team. Who knows? Oh no.
Oh no.
Let me add him to that story I was telling you. All of that happens in 30 minutes, and the Steve Austin comes in. He walks in the ring. He goes up to Cody Rhodes. Hands together. They start holding hands. Arms pop.
Shirt.
Yeah. He goes up to Cody Rhodes, holds hands, muscles pop. Flex their muscles. Yeah.
22-inch pythons, brother.
Definitely. Let's see. Triple H talked about how he's inducting Heyman. He said he's been a promoter, he's been a manager, an executive, now a wise man, now a WWE Hall of Famer. There's more to say about Heyman Hustle, his Twitter name. But as always, it's best to let him say it himself with a live microphone in Philadelphia. Huge W, Paul Heyman.
Huge dub.
AJ Styles said that he needs a WWE Championship one more time before he calls it quits. That's going to be his stipulation to keep going. He's got to get a title again. We'll see.
It's not going to happen.
No, probably not. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Santana is officially gone from AEW. He's left.
No.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah. You may be savage, by the way. I'm talking to you right now.
Oh yeah.
You may be savage, but you will never be ravishing Rick Rude wearing his opponent's wife on his crotch. Savage.
I mean, that is facts.
That is facts.
That is facts.
That's why I say Ravishing Rick Rude is amazing. It's amazing. Just awesome. Incredible. Let's see. I wanted to know something, by the way, taken away from the story, the speed run, for a little bit. What was your favorite era of Sting since he is now retired officially? What was the What was the era of Sting that you became a fan per se?
ECW.
ECW?
Yeah, I believe Sting was in ECW.
No.
WCW.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was
when
your...
he first picked up the Vigilante.
Yeah, when he first did the whole crow thing.
Yeah.
I think mine was probably TNA. You know, that's when he went for the whole Joker gimmick as well. And like he had the whole thing going. I think that was a good one. That was before he went into WWE and after WCW. So little sweet spot there. People are wondering, should Mick Foley's last match happen in AEW? I don't think so. I think he's tried and true WWE. But he did say that he wants to have a final death match, and AEW has a lot less regulations than WWE, considering Ric Flair got in the ring and punched a bunch of jabronis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got health conditions, but he still went in.
Facts.
You know, and they're hiring all the oldies. Like they're just saying, you know what, let's collect the golden era and let's just put them back in the ring. You know, a little bit of like grandpa slave labor. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think his last match should happen in AEW? Do you think his last match should happen in TNA? Do you think his last match should happen in WWE?
I think AEW.
You think AEW?
Yeah. I don't think he's ever fought for that promotion.
I don't think so either. We'll see.
Yeah, so.
We'll see what happens. I'm excited to see what happens. Hot take. You know, let's drop some hot takes, shall we? Hot take. Damage Control is the weakest faction of modern WWE. Just gonna say it. Just gonna say it. I think they're the weakest.
Yeah.
You know, Asuka and Kairi Sane and all them, they're cool and all, but they ain't the strongest either. And a lot of their matches end with like chasing each other and shit, and like running around and calling each other baka. And it's cool and all, it's funny, but it ain't the strongest. They don't have a lot of firepower behind them.
Facts.
Facts? You agree with me?
Facts.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You said they were the weakest faction, right?
Yeah.
No. The New Testament is the weakest faction. Or the Final Testament. That's Karrion Kross's faction.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. You don't like Karrion Kross?
No.
Wow. I think he's like a modern day, Kane. But
he could be portrayed that way.
Yeah.
But they're not doing a very good job of it.
No. That's true. Got a point there. Don't have to say it so loudly.
Facts.
Austin Theory deserves a title around his waist again. I think that's true. Not a fancy one, but like U.S. title, that could work. Just throw him a little bone.
Yeah, I mean, I like to see him have a good story when he has a title. Not just having a title to have a title.
Yeah. People are saying, and I agree with it, kind of, sort of. I think mark a new beginning. Let's turn Roman Reigns face.
Roman Reigns is a terrible face.
I think that he'd be a great face if they did it correctly.
Yeah.
I think.
I just don't see him playing a babyface. I imagine he could, but like it wouldn't really work.
You don't think so? You think he's a villain
Not
all
really.
the time?
I think he's just a heel guy.
Just a heel guy.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Uh, let's see. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, I wanted to speak on something. I'm gonna do a little bitch and barstool. There's little quick
You
one.
do
Little quick one.
a bitch and barstool.
Little quick one.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins, my man, Seth freaking Rollins, the man, the myth, the legend, the Messiah. Even though that didn't last long, but the Messiah.
Yeah.
That didn't last long because COVID hit, and then he lost his live fan base, so it kind of sucked. But Seth freaking Rollins, you are the king of good backhand compliments, solid burns, all the jokes. All the jokes. When everyone was putting their fingers up to respect Roman Reigns, you put up the bird. When everyone talks about Dwayne Johnson, you throw up. All this sort of stuff. It's funny guy. But let me tell you something, buddy. Let me tell you something. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off at you. I think you dropped the ball.
I dropped the ball?
Not you. Seth Rollins.
Oh. Okay, I was like, what the fuck?
I'm talking about. I'm talking to Seth Rollins right now. Because he listens. Totally. I think he listens. Otherwise, how have we guessed the future of WWE so well? I think that he dropped the ball. I think you dropped the ball, Seth. Diarrhea Dwayne? Really? Really? That's some child shit. That's not good. That was lame, buddy. That was lame.
He said in an off-air promo that he came in when they were off-air. He's like, yeah, now that we're off-air, I can explain what I meant. I think Dwayne's full of shit.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well.
But he couldn't say that on PGT.
It did not hit.
It did not hit.
It was the worst promo he has cut against Dwayne. It was awful.
Great.
The comment section roasted him on WWE's TikTok. They said, "Bro just buried himself. Bro, Rock's gonna
get
cook
up
him."
there and be like, "Diarrhea Dwayne," or say it in his little baby voice.
Diarrhea Dwayne. Yeah, it's just, like, come on. He can do better. He just did not. That was the worst promo, and bro was wearing a fucking highlighter at the time. That just buried the shit out of it. He just went so poorly, and it pisses me off because Seth Rollins, he is such a good on mic guy. I love his mic work. He can cut such a good promo, but then all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, he's just like, yeah, Diarrhea Dwayne. Let me think about it. Diarrhea Dwayne. Like, bro, you handed the mic to Cody. Cody just lifted it all back up. He was like, don't talk about my dog. Like, he just went full, dog dad mode.
And he went full John Wick.
He went full John Wick. He was like, don't talk about my dog. Like, he just saved the promo completely. Diarrhea Dwayne? That's the best you could come up with? And I'm not the only one that found it awful. Drew McIntyre spoke on it. He was like, he said that roast was lame. That diss was awful. Let's see, I already talked about that part. So same night, still wearing a highlighter. Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso happened. Distraction from the Bloodline. Seth Rollins tried to get in there and help Jey. He got a claymore to him, and then Drew stood over Seth while holding on to that World Heavyweight Championship belt, which was really fucking awesome. And he like yelled in his face and everything. It was such a good promo cut mid fucking fight. And Seth Rollins put out a tweet. He said, "Bitch, I've been fighting with my soul for the last 2 years to make sure jackoffs like you even have a world title to compete for." And Drew was like, "Where was this energy? Where was this last night? What the fuck? Like, really?" He went off. Let's see, where's another bit of it? You know, I had more on this. That's today's. No, that's not it. I guess I don't have it. I thought I did. Hold on. No, that's not it. That's Drew talking about John Cena's OnlyFans. Oh yeah, he's not gonna be on John Cena's OnlyFans. That's fucking disappointing. But the movie's out, so I don't think he's gonna keep it either. Let's see. That's not it. Gunther. Nope, that's not it. John Cena teases WrestleMania 40. I already talked about that. Let's see. Roman loses. Nope. Nope. Nope, that's not it. And it's gone. Okay. I don't know. I don't know where it is anymore. That sucks. Yeah, I had something on this. I had Drew's back talk saved, but I guess it's fucking gone. Oh well. See. Oh yeah, Gunther slapped the shit out of Dominic. We talked about that already, right? Yeah. Nia Jax beat Becky Lynch. That is gonna happen. I knew that. Becky Lynch she's doing her best, but she's on her way out. Let's see. Zoe Stark trying to don't care about that. Andrade defeated Apollo Crews, which was cool. And then guess what? Andrade went into the back and he checked on Dom. Yeah. And then Dom said that if Andrade wanted to, he could be a part of Judgment Day. Yeah. And then Judgment Day defeated Imperium via pinfall. Cool. Sami Zayn, defeated Ivar with a haluva kick. I'll get it at some point. Pinfall thing, blah blah blah. Let's see, gauntlet match next week. We already talked about that. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley were looking at each other, giving each other eyes. Michael Cole got the fucking antlers. Michael Cole got antlers. I posted it to the Twitter. I have it as the background now. Michael Cole finally got Valhalla's antlers, and he was wearing them, and he took pictures with them, and they were awesome. Shouts out Michael Cole. He got the antlers. He was living a childhood dream right there.
That's a childhood dream for sure.
He got antlers now.
He got the antlers, not just antlers.
Not just antlers, the antlers. That was awesome. I'm happy about that one. Oh yeah. Let's see. Sammy Guevara was suspended in AEW for his match with Jeff Hardy. We talked about that off air. He just there was a lot of stuff going on, and Sammy Guevara, apparently we talked about this off air. Sammy Guevara is actually like a piece of shit. So apparently this is the second time he's broke a Hardy brother, and he's also like super dangerous in the ring apparently. And not only that, but it was Sasha Banks, right, that we were talking about, that he'd said that thing to. Was it Sasha Banks? I don't want to get it wrong. I think it was Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Apparently He also got suspended once before for saying he wants to R word Sasha Banks after the release photos for her WWE debut. That wasn't a good time to laugh, buddy.
I didn't laugh.
Oh, you just exhaled through your nose?
Yeah.
Okay. It came up then.
No, I didn't laugh.
I was, bro. I thought you were laughing at that, and I'm like, bro,
No, I
damn,
was
that's
like, yeah, no, that's not a good thing to say.
no, that's
Good
okay.
lord.
It came on, bro. The way it popped up on my side, I was like, oh shit, this is not a good time for him to be laughing.
Why are you laughing?
Oh man, but anyway, okay, Paul Heyman as uh as a promoter, as a guy, as the manager. Let me tell you this: Kurt Angle won one, Big Show won one, Brock Lesnar won four, CM Punk won one, RVD won one, Roman Reigns won one of the WWE Championship. Roman won WWE one of the other championships. RVD and Big Show both won World Champion belt. The Usos won the title, the tag team title. Curtis Axel won Intercontinental. Brock Lesnar won a Money in the Bank, and Antonio Cesaro won a Andre the Giant memorial fight. That's all the things that he has. 6 world champions under his belt. Paul Heyman does. 6 world champions. Like, the dude's the best fucking manager, hands down. Other than maybe no, I can't think of another one. Maybe Taz. No. Taz was a manager. He was a pretty cool manager. He wasn't a successful manager, but he was a cool manager.
Facts.
Yeah. In 1990. Anyway, speed run, because it's 12 o'clock now and we're about to hit 2 hours. Let's see. WWE congratulated Sting on air. Let's all remember the time that Rey Mysterio did side missions because he left the WWE in 2015 to 2018. He did hella side missions. He was in Regenesis UK tour, and he started to do stuff with AJ Styles. He did Wrestling Under the Stars on tour with Darby Allin. He did a fight with Will Ospreay for the Pro Wrestling World Cup for WCPW. He also did a Stacked versus Ricochet for WCPW. He also did Dominion in Japan with Cody Rhodes and some of the other more famous Japanese wrestlers. He also went against Kazuchika Okada in the that one in the Japanese wrestling, and the Darby match became a triple threat with Carmelo Hayes at that time. He also did first time ever Young Bucks versus Rey Mysterio and Alberto El Patron versus at the Duchess Stadium, Wrestling Under the Stars. He also did a Rey Mysterio versus Low Key show at the JAPW, Hard Hitting. He also did an all-in six-man tag team versus the Young Bucks, Kota Ibushi, Bandito Rey Fenix, and himself. He also did a War of Attrition match with a whole bunch of people. One of them was, I believe, Guevara. That is Phoenix. Uh, that's that one guy. I don't know what his name is, and that looks like Swerve Strickland. So that could be Swerve Strickland. I don't know. But yeah, that happened. In 1990, WWE paid $3,000 to two indie wrestlers. That's a total of $6,000, by the way, to buy the rights to the Undertaker name so that they couldn't have it and only Undertaker could. That insane.
That's insane.
I think I did the math, and that's like $18,000 now. So 6,000 up to 18,000. That's crazy. John Cena made his Mount Rushmore. His Mount Rushmore is Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin, The Rock, and Roman Reigns. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. He acknowledges the tribal chief. Paul Heyman has been in the game since 13 years old in 1978. Fucking insane. And John Cena, I found... Here's the thing. I remember 3 days before we filmed the Firefly Funhouse match, it was the last TV taping where they came in and they're like, you're going to have a Firefly Funhouse match. And then that was it. John Cena revealed that the stipulation was decided 3 days before the match was filmed. 3 days. Kind of kooky. Mike Santana left AEW. I think I said that already, didn't I? Yeah, I said that already. His exit has now been confirmed. He has been removed from the AEW roster page. Santana has been with AEW since the first episode of Dynamite. However, according to Conan, he felt as though he should have been higher up on the card, and he left. That happens. Remembering the pallbearer. This was Tuesday. Pallbearer passed away this day in 2013. Kind of fucking crazy. I feel like they should have done a lot more with him, but they didn't. Oh well. Jake Paul is now one spot under Vidal Riley on the BoxRec Cruiserweight World Rankings. Maybe we could see a fight. Who knows? Could happen. Dean the Great talked about how Misfits is threatening to sue him for doing an Aiden Ross stream on the 16th. So it hasn't even happened yet. And on the 16th with Adam, not getting paid for it. See, on the 16th he's going to do it anyway. Let's see. Already did that.
Okay.
Chelsea Green said she was worried to get a call from WWE after Matt Cardona's actions. Yes, everyone thought he took my belt. I was waiting for someone at work to call me and ask. Thank God they did not believe it, but I was worried. I'm not gonna lie, because he does stuff like that. He does crazy things. He makes videos out of all my wrestling stuff. I am the butt of all his jokes. She laughed. So I really thought that WWE was gonna get mad at me, and I was gonna have to prove, like, here I am. Here's his belt. He got a different one. Chelsea Green was talking about that during a recent interview with the Lightweights podcast. Talked about her husband, Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder, taking a replica of her WWE Women's Tag Team Championship at his wrestling event. Yeah, he's been just going around, and he brought her belt to the event and was like, hey, look at this. And WWE called, and they were like, that's not the real one, right? Because, like, that's not okay.
Yeah. Mustafa Ali is TNA champion.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Figured you'd like to know that.
Yeah, I do. I like knowing that. Mustafa. Fucking love that guy. Shouts out. Friend of the pod. See, former WWE champion took to social media to blame Adam Pearce for her absence from the latest episode of Monday Night Raw. The name in question is Chelsea Green. Of course, I'm going to tag the man Adam Pearce, who quite literally deprived the WWE Raw fans of their favorite superstar on Monday. Chelsea Green shared. That's kayfabe. Okay. Let's see. NXT star Andre Chase recently announced the death of his father. Oh, I forgot that this was in here. Some of you may know my father unexpectedly passed away over the weekend. My dad had a heart of a lion and never backed down from a fight. Tonight, even in defeat, I hope I honored him by pulling myself off the mat, even when I thought I had nothing left, wrote Chase. Reflecting on the lessons learned from his father, Chase expressed gratitude for the invaluable teachings of perseverance that have guided him through life's trials. Damn. That sucks. WWE superstar Becky Lynch apologized to Liv Morgan after interfering in her match. I know how I'd feel if someone did that to me. I'd be pissed. I would want to fight them. I understand that if she wants to fight me, else I never say no. But it was one of those things where I wasn't even thinking about her match. I wasn't even thinking about the match. I was just thinking about getting my hands on Nia Jax and Retribution because it was 2 weeks in a row, and I'm not just going to sit back and take that. So retaliation had to happen. I do apologize that it was at the expense of Liv. Sorry, I could have handled that a million different ways, but I didn't. If Liv wants to fight about it, she can, or if she wants to cry about it, she can. Becky Lynch said. Whew. Woo. Remains to be seen who of the 6 men will compete as the number 1 contender for the Intercontinental Champion at Raw. I'm excited to see who takes it. William Regal came back to NXT, bitch. William Regal. The man. I was happy to see that. He came back to NXT and he just, had his thing. I love that. How about you? You happy to see William Regal come back to NXT for a little bit?
Yeah, even if it was just cutting that promo with his son.
Yeah. Back when NXT was NXT UK. Man. Oh, man. Vince McMahon was blurred out of all the cutscenes in WWE 2K24. They blurred his face in all of them. That's crazy. Becky Lynch quit wrestling when she was 19. Cool. Suppose don't take handouts. Put some respect on it. You're welcome, the world. Talking and tuned in. That was the real Rikishi on Twitter. Rikishi Fatu. He put himself at the top of the pyramid. So he posted a picture on Twitter. It is Jimmy and Jay, Roman at the bottom, Dwayne and Solo in the middle, and then him on top.
Hell yeah.
I think that's going to be a thing. A lot of people are thinking that he's going to be a surprise, guest referee for the brother versus brother fight. He's going to watch them duke it out. We'll see. Okay, a lot of the things that WWE has completely forgotten. When Balor's ropes were cut, when he was fighting Roman Reigns in 2021, the lights went red. He was in demon mode. The ropes were cut. They never even said who cut the ropes. We don't know. The briefcase moves at King of the Ring 1999. Austin was on the course to beat both Vince and Shane in the ladder match to seize control when the briefcase he was grabbing mysteriously started moving out of reach. No one knows what happened. Still, in 2003, Booker T received a note simply saying, "I still remember." That was the first and the last time that the note was ever brought up. No one knows who wrote the note. That was a pretty promising storyline that became a one-off segment. And there was no progression. It died immediately as it was born. Here's the one I was telling you about. Liv Morgan crashed Lana and Bobby's wedding when she revealed herself as Lana's lover. This lesbian angle, which WWE had never tapped into before, got people talking. Not much story followed as Liv teamed up with Rusev to beat Bobby and Lana, and the storyline ended abruptly. See, that's what I was telling you about. I forgot who it was. It is Lana. Yeah. She was Lana's lover.
That's insane.
That's a Vince story.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 2008, during Vince's $1 Million Mania segment, the set collapsed on Vince, and WWE sold it as a legitimate injury, with Triple H coming to check on Vince. There was no follow-up, and it never revealed who caused the accident or what caused it. They just left it. For weeks, WWE aired black and whites of Aleister Black reading a book, The Tales of the Dark Father. He read a chapter every week. Finally, WWE pulled the trigger, and Aleister appeared on an episode of SmackDown and attacked Big E. The following week, he was released, and that was it. You remember that one?
I do not remember that one.
Oh, okay.
Not gonna lie, yeah.
Roman loses. The build-up to Roman versus Seth was very solid as years of storytelling to unfold. Roman touched on Seth's Shield betrayal and how he would never forgive him. Rollins won their match at the Rumble by DQ. There was never a follow-up. Seth went on to Raw in search of a WrestleMania opponent. Done deal. Kind of crazy. They just never touched on it.
Facts.
See, Tommy Fury confirms he wants to fight Jake Paul next. He's like, I'm out for a good 6 months, but after that, I'm looking to get it on. Me and Mr. Paul have some unfinished business. We will tend to that. TKO COO says Vince McMahon is not ever coming to TKO, so that's good. Jake Paul is now in the top 15 cruiserweights of the United States. He is number 14, so he's moving on up in the world. Leo Rush is not closing the door on a return to AEW. That's cool. Excited for that. Hot take: The Rock has made the road to WrestleMania 10 times more interesting, but nobody wants to admit it. What do you think?
I mean, he's made it more, public. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say necessarily interesting.
Hell yeah. When asked which of his world title wins is his favorite, John Cena replied, "My next one." Could have been a thing. We'll never know.
Could have been a thing.
Yeah. The Undertakers could have been a great tag team. Remember when there was 2 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, could have been a thing.
Yeah, could have been a thing.
Could have been a cool tag team. Kazuchika Oda is expected to debut on AEW Dynamite. That was yesterday, and I think he did, and it was cool. The Rainmaker. Pat McAfee has started a feud with Dom. Pretty excited to see that unfold. Pat McAfee tweeted out, "I'll smack you in the mouth, Dom. Chop the hell out in Gunther." And then Dominic replied, "Dork," and then a meme of Conor McGregor saying, "You'll do fucking nothing." And then he egged him on, and then Dom threw his gum at him. That was fun.
Thanks.
Samantha Irving had certain tweets pop up again from back in the day. Shout out Samantha. Samantha the bomb. Samantha Irving. I love her so much. WWE Universe from back in 2016. It was a picture of Roman Reigns with the title belt. He says, "As long as it's on my shoulder, I am the guy." At WWE Worldwide Heavy Champion, at WWE Roman Reigns, #Raw. Samantha Irving replied to it simply, "You suck, though." And then, moreover on that, she said, "Yo, I need the Dudley Boys to kill these corny-ass dudes. Oh my god, Hell in a Cell at WWE." Like, she's just one of us. She's like, hell yeah, get the Dudley Boys back. AEW changed their logo. Instead of it being all Elite Wrestling AEW, and then it's like the black splatters and everything, it's just clean AEW, real polished and everything. I'm not a fan of it.
Not a fan?
Not a fan. TKO president, CEO Mark Shapiro did say more on the whole TKO thing with Vince McMahon. They said, "We're not in conversations with him. We don't know his motives, his plan, or his timeline. He doesn't work for the company, doesn't come into the office, and he's not coming back to the company, and that's where we sit." Fuck yeah. The economy was much better when Jack Tooney was president. Just saying. Mr. Regal came up on the roadblock. He had a first on-screen segment with his son, Charlie Dempsey. I'm excited for that. That was so cool. Tommy Fury commented on KSI ever fighting with him again. He's like, "I'm not interested in KSI. I'm a winner and he's a loser." He's spitting facts. Santino Marella says that he hopes to see his daughter Ariana Grace on the WWE main roster. He goes on to say, "She's already featured on NXT every week and she'll continue to do more and more. I'm hoping in 2025 we see her on Raw or SmackDown. She's got more reps and more matches and more matches. She'd really be ready to have a match with Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, but she's on the screen with Charlotte in a pregame type segment. Looks like they're in the same league. That's really important. A perception of someone being a superstar, the wrestling will come. Hell yeah. Cora Jade, counting down the days till she's back. She tweeted out an Instagram photo saying, "You may mourn me, but not while you're covered in my blood." And it was a real skimpy picture of her in some red bikini. And I was like, hubba, hubba. 7 days until Mercedes Moné's debut in AEW. I'm pretty excited for that one. You know, she's pretty cool. I like her. Let's see, I already talked about that. I don't really care about that. Kenny Omega has been fired at AEW. Kind of weird. Don't know why. Let's see, already talked about that. A member of the Bloodline has made it known that he is aware many times people are gunning for his spot. Let's see. There are stats no one else can claim. Nobody even coming remotely close. He said, every single one of them, there are people sitting there saying, I want that job, I want that position. I'm willing to compete with Paul Heyman for that position, and I'm cognizant of it. I'm very much aware of it, and I remind myself of every single day there are very competent and talented people who want that spot. So I treat every single performance like it's an audition to be invited back tomorrow. And people appreciate their approach to performance like that. It'll only inspire them and motivate them to rise above, even in their own limitations. The Bloodline member recently had a chat with Fox News Digital. Heyman said that was Paul Heyman. He's like, hey, I get that people want my spot. No. The Bloodline is quite possibly the most dominant faction in recent memory. We've already talked about that. That's true. WWE Hall of Famer advice he gave Cody Rhodes. Already talked about that.
How much more news do you have?
A lot. John Cena.
I'm not gonna get through all this.
Oh no, I'm going. John Cena opened up on WWE Universe. Really?
My phone is at 9%, my guy.
My phone's at 19%. You see, you should have charged your phone. That's what you get for having an iPhone.
It was at 100%.
That's what you get. That's what you get for having an iPhone. That's what you get for having an iPhone right there.
My phone's 3 years old.
Yeah, get a better phone. Let's see. Okay, WWE reacting to The Rock. I think The Rock is such an attraction. Blah blah blah. Bobby Lashley. Let's see. Just having fun in the playground. Have a great work day every day. Bobby Lashley's happy to be alive. I guess I don't know. Zelina Vega wants to have a microphone in her hand. They released the poster for Money in the Bank 2024, and The Miz, LA Knight, Ricochet, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Bianca Belair, Bayley, and that one chick are all in it. Earthquake John Tenta worked at a department store after his second run with WWF. Dark Side of the Ring. Evander Holyfield knocked out MVP back in the day. 2007. Let's see. Young Bucks have suspended Hangman Adam Page. That sucks. Matt Hardy's AEW contract is set to expire. Triple H, do not take that contract. I swear to God. Let's see. Kazuchika Okada signs with AEW and turns heel. Excited to see what happens with that. Kurt Angle made his debut on WWF 25 years ago today. Shouts out that. That's cool.
Good job, Kurt Angle.
WWE has reached 100 million subscribers on YouTube. That's cool. Jim Ross has signed a new AEW contract. That's cool. Dean the Great said SMH not only Misfits threatened to sue me for free spar on Aiden Ross's stream, but now they're threatening to sue Slim. Who's defending me? Who's next? Fuck KSI. They need to bring back Dexter Lumis. They went on the record 2023 December 18th saying that they have no creative ideas for him at the moment. They need to either let him go so that he can go somewhere else that does, or they need to start using him more because he is funny. ESPN stars Pat McAfee and Stephen A. Smith reportedly had an explosive argument over creative differences, leading Smith to ban McAfee from First Take. So he's feuding with them. That's cool. Yep, Matt Hardy's AEW contract. Already talked about that. Conor McGregor spoke on potentially joining the WWE. He said, "You never know." Ben Allison recently talked about how he's been receiving abusive messages and people calling him autistic just because he says that women deserve an equal opportunity to men in professional wrestling. That's whack. Women do deserve more respect than they're getting right now. WWE Women's Division needs 3 mid-card titles. We already talked about that. I don't know why I have that again. Mikhail Grogu walked around with his hands completely down and instantly got knocked out by a head kick. Bro did not want to show up to the fight. Andrade is back. Dirty Dom said he could be a potential member. Jade Cargill says that she's up to her 8th pair of AirPods. I don't know why I saved that one. Sonya Deville revealed that Bianca Belair was a surprise flower girl at her wedding. It's because she was there when she met her wife. That's cool. Maxine Dupree says she wants to stay in the WWE long term. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Love Maxine Dupree. PFL Paris main event ended in a controversial stoppage because a guy got a splinter in his toe. That actually happened. Look it up. Cedric Doumbé via TKO after referee waved off the fight to an opponent having a fucking splinter in his toe. And people saw how Seth Rollins was looking at Cody Rhodes during their promo, and they think that he's out to get him, and it looks like Seth is mean mugging Cody. DTA, don't trust anybody. That is all the news. I need to stop having so fucking much.
You just pile it up.
I just get so much news, and I'm like, this is news. I gotta cover it. We gotta figure out a different plan. That's what we need to do. We need to come up with a different plan. We need to sit down, have a conversation about like what we're gonna do from here on, because that much news is too much. We gotta figure out what is worth talking about.
Yeah.
Because I had Jada Cargill having 8 AirPods. Yeah, the bikini picture, Jade Cargill up to her 8th pair of AirPods. Man, that's good. That's news.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know. I guess I'm TMZ now. That's what I'm doing. Just doing TMZ shit.
You are literally TMZ. You have turned our pod.
But that concludes it. That's another episode of OMP. The next time we'll have less news.
Right. Yeah. Do what you do. Like, subscribe. We're going to bed. Good night. Bye-bye.